Hey guys, this is Kristen with InDeepH2O.com, and I'm here with Jessica from Honda PR. We are in the Windy City. Now, the Honda Odyssey was revealed in Detroit, I want to say a few months ago, but it wasn't. I mean, it was just, a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah, it was in early January.
And it's kind of interesting because the second year in a row that a van has stolen all the attention at an auto show, which is kind of rare.
Yep.
Now, I'm a mom. I have a 6 and 8 year old. Do you have kids?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, once you do, you understand that you have to resist the minivan. There's a resist the minivan urge. And then all of a sudden reality hits in and you're like, I kind of need a minivan, right?
Yeah.
And this one has some really cool features. And I saw your little, your press conference, but I didn't get hands-on. So I was hoping we could go hands-on with the van, show me why I need this van in my life.
Absolutely. So we'll start with the second row magic slide seat. This is our solution to the way we think families are using their second row in their vehicle.
Okay.
Essentially, we've got a track inside the car that allows the seats to move really easily. So not only can you push it all the way over, and without the car seat in here, it flips forward for amazing ingress-egress, that third row.
Absolutely.
But you can keep them separated if you've got kids bickering and you want to keep
They're
them
touching each
wide,
other,
right?
yep.
You can push them both toward the middle. You can do this where they're all to one side or the other side, but essentially there's all these different steps.
And no one has done that before.
No, yeah.
Oh, that's
First
really...
time for Honda, so our magic slide in the second row.
So you kind of use that as a torture device if you wanted to, if you guys don't behave, I'm going to put you together.
Yes.
I kind of like that.
I know.
That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
Yes, exactly. So we'll move it over.
And it looks like it's really simple, so it's not something where you've got to have the husband do.
Yeah.
All right, let's see, because I'm always challenged with this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Look at that. I don't even have to work out. Oh, really easy. Then you just make sure it's locked in place.
Yeah.
That's great, not just for adults, but when you have dogs that are trying to get in.
Well, yeah. Let me show you something on the other side. Actually, I'm going to move this one over.
Okay.
And then if you guys want to come around here. So for ingress, egress, when we're talking about that accessibility into the third row, which we've got down right now, look at that.
Wow.
That's a lot of space.
That's a lot of space, yeah.
Yeah, it makes climbing back and out super easy. If you've got grandma and grandpa with you, right, and they're getting in the third row with your rear-facing car seats in the second row, super simple.
Whereas in the past, typically, you got to move your car seats to the third row and let grandpa and grandpa sit in the back row, and then you can't reach your kids, can't communicate with your kids. It's a real inconvenience.
Yep.
Okay, one of the other features I think you guys had mentioned was, and something it's out of my range now because I don't have infants, but the seat can move closer, so if you're needing to reach the baby, do you have a demo of that?
Yeah, totally. In fact, if you want to get in the driver's seat,
all right,
that's the easiest.
Well, let's do that. Let's do that.
So in this case, Kristen, you're actually going to reach behind and grab that bar underneath there.
All right.
And there you go.
Oh my gosh. So I remember driving, as a few years ago, I had the young kids in the back seat and they dropped their pacifier.
Yes.
That is a nightmare because you have to stop because they're not going to stop crying. So now I can just reach back, get the pacifier. My hands are still on the wheel. My eyes are still on the road. That is amazing.
Yes. Isn't that great?
Yes.
I know.
I'm like, why did people not think of that before?
I know.
What is going on? All right, so now I feel like I'm in this. This is major. This is not a miniature refresh. You guys started all over with the Odyssey.
New interior design. Yeah.
This is amazing. It looks so modern. I feel like I'm in a spaceship.
Exactly. Well, good. That's the intention, right?
Okay.
Future forward. So one of the things we also did is a new operating system.
Okay.
So this is meant to be somewhat familiar because it looks kind of like your smartphone probably does. And it acts the same way too, where you can customize it really easily, right? So like on your phone, you can actually drag and drop. You can put things into your favorites. Let's say you want navigation always accessible up there. So really easy to use with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
So we're eliminating the distracted driving. We're putting our favorites up. That way we know where everything is. We can focus on the kids.
Yep.
So is this going to be the first time this operating system is going to be available? Will be on the Odyssey?
Yes.
Okay.
And also an Odyssey first Wi-Fi. So 4G LTE.
Yes!
Yeah.
My kids will love that.
Right, exactly. And just like an iPad that you might purchase, you can buy it with the subscription service, or you can use it as a hotspot essentially and link out to your smartphone for streaming on the rear seat entertainment and similar.
That is great. So speaking of rear seat entertainment, how's that going to work? We've
got one screen
up
here. So this is ideal even kids in the third row can all be engaged in watching what's on the television.
Okay.
One other cool feature we've got is called Cabin Control app.
Okay.
On your phone, you can download an app, and they can actually use it as a remote control. They can adjust the temperature from the third row using it. They can
Wow.
They can give you destination addresses for navigation, and even upload their songs to the Cars playlist.
You know, and that's another thing, right? So for us that, you know, I mean, when we have our kids, we're in mom mode.
Right.
But when you drop the kids off at school, you exit mom mode.
Yes.
So I've got my friends, we're going on a girls' night out. You know, I'm taking I want to take all my friends. I don't want to leave some behind. So we're all riding in the van.
Yeah.
How are we going to make it fun? You guys have made something so we can make it fun.
Well, we've got all the good stuff on here.
All right.
From the infotainment perspective, all of your music is easily accessible. Everything's here. The acoustics in this car are amazing. So for girls' night, you can actually speak from the driver's seat to the person in the third row and back, and they hear you without any problems.
Okay.
And here's something cool for your kids or your friends or family. We've got 2 all-new features. The first one is Cabin Watch. So
Whoa!
yeah, an infrared camera that lets you see the second and third row day or night, right? And even zoom in. So let's say you've always got your little one in this seat. You can zoom in, keep it there. You go about kind of your daily business, and whenever you want to click back in, it's already saved for you.
So how amazing is that? And like I said, you know, my kids are 6 and 8, but they're always snacking in the car. And so if they're snacking and all of a sudden I hear something, I don't know if they're choked, I can go here, not having to take my eyes off the road. I'm still looking forward.
Yep.
That's awesome. You've got the social playlist option. So if we're girl tripping, we can kind of, you know, all play our songs.
Exactly.
And then, you know, if the kids, like my daughter, she's 8, she wants to ride in the back. She wants to be in the backpack, right?
Sure.
But then I'm like, you know, Mackenzie, and she's not responding. You got cabin talk.
We've got Cabin Talk.
I don't have to yell anymore.
Now, the voice from the front row is amplified. You can hear it a little bit back there.
All right.
With the doors closed, you'd hear it a lot more. But additionally, if the kids have their headphones on and they're listening to movies, just like in a plane where the pilot would come on and his voice is pumped through and your TV stops, same thing happens in this car.
Very, very, I like it
You order
almost.
chicken nuggets, you're at the drive-thru, you're like, I need an answer now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hear them better. They're going to hear me better. That could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. I don't know. I got room for my drinks. And then, you know, one of the things that Honda really kind of pioneered was the vacuum cleaner. Tell me you guys kept the vacuum cleaner.
We've still got the vacuum.
All right. That's awesome.
It's in there. Works, you know, better than ever.
Better than ever. What else do I need to know about this van? Like, I mean, I feel like I need it in my life because of all the convenience features. Is there anything else I've got to know?
There's a lot of little features that went into this van, and I'll tell you this too. Once you get behind the wheel, we have an improved 9-speed transmission that's available, but we also have our first 10-speed transmission that's available in the new Odyssey.
10 speed.
Ride and handling and dynamics that you will want to test out and feel in action. So all the way from the very top, from a powertrain perspective, down to the little things like on our upper trims, we've got black seatbelts and carpeting to cover up all of the stains that are
very
unavoidable
nice
in the minivan, right? So thought, so much effort went into this design. The development team is awesome and so ready to see this get into consumer hands.
Well, I mean, that's the next question is, you know, people are going to watch this video. I know that a lot of people are already interested after Detroit. How soon are we going to see this on dealer lots?
It's coming this spring.
This spring. That's awesome. And it looks like, am I a sportier steering wheel? Is that just in this trim level or is that across all of them?
No, that's across all of them. So yeah, that's the new steering wheel. It's obviously designed to be really functional, right? So you can kind of easily use your radio buttons and everything else that you need all right there without kind of taking your, you know, hands everywhere. Obviously also the volume button is back.
Everybody wanted the volume button. That was a major thing.
Quick up and down when you need to use it. But
sure.
Yeah, like I said, this is really the newest and improved. Odyssey has been the best-selling minivan for the past 7 years, and we expect to only go upward from here.
Very interesting. So guys, it's coming this spring, and I'll tell you, there's not a lot a designer can do on the exterior of a minivan. It's always going to look like a minivan. That's just the nature of it. But I tell you what, just sitting here in the driver's seat, I really kind of do feel like I'm in a modern spaceship or something. It feels cool. So I think if you just close your eyes and imagine you're in that hot rod and you crank up the volume on the sound system till you can't hear the kids, you turn off the cabin talk, right? And you just zoom down the road or you load up your friends that you can pretend, at least in your head, that you're not in a minivan. So stay tuned for more information. I can't wait to get behind the wheel and experience it. Maybe some kids in the back. Thanks, Jessica.
Thank you.